Welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. My name is George Wright III with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education so that you can create your ultimate destiny. It's time to talk about ways that you can unleash your potential. I'll tell you what, the pandemic associated with COVID-19 has created a lot of mixed emotions for entrepreneurs around the world. Social distancing, it's eliminated your ability to be able to network and go out to eat or even see a good movie. And life seems to be going at a really slow pace when you truly look around. But, your interpretation of your current environment and your perspective on how you'll use this time could ultimately determine your trajectory over the next couple of years. So regardless of how long it takes you to get or for us to get a handle on everything going on around us, with this difficult and unexpected change in our lives, you could be certain that things are eventually going to go back to normal. They're going to go back to the regular routine. And I recommend you spend a few minutes and decide what position you'd like to be in when that happens. Are you going to need to ramp back up your business, your motivation and your energy? Or are you already going to be primed and ready to capitalize on all the opportunities that are available to you? Are you using this time right now to relax, catch up on some sleep, spend more time reading a good book? Or are you using this time to set yourself up to make up for lost time? This year can still be an amazing year for you regardless of this temporary shutdown and slowdown. Your current situation is not a setback. It's a setup for a comeback. And the key is to prepare yourself personally, emotionally, financially, and every area of your life. And I recommend that you use this time to start to truly unleash your potential. You've been given a timeout, so to speak, to modify and adjust your game plan. So let's use it wisely. Now, you may be asking, where do I start? What things would be the best to focus on? So I've done some brainstorming, in my life and business, and I'd like to share with you 25 killer ideas that you could consider. And I'm going to do that over this week, Monday through Friday. Now, I'm personally trying to get some huge momentum in areas of my life. So I've broken down my tips and strategies and ideas into 5 core areas: personal, business, motivation level, financial, and lifestyle. And I'm going to share with you just a few suggestions and ideas I came up with after brainstorming with some of my, friends and mentors and partners. So feel free to use some of these areas in each, area of your life, or just, create some new ones that you come up with. You can pick a few from my list or create a few of your own. Either way, let's go ahead and get to work and truly and sincerely and authentically unleash your potential over the next couple of weeks. Because remember, it's not time to slow down or to isolate. It's time to focus. It's time to get to work. So today what I'd like to do is I'd like to share with you the 5 ideas I came up with in the area of personal development. And then tomorrow I'll go into the next area of business mastery. So let's talk a little bit about personal development. Now, building your best life, as we know, starts with creating the best version of yourself. And so spending time, really working on your own personal development is the way to do that. Find ways to grow, and you will ultimately feel productive, happy, fulfilled, because when we're growing, we're feeling that on the inside, right? So I have 5 ideas, and let's just go ahead and get started. The first one is take a look at your routine, your daily routine, and create a new daily routine. What I mean by that is change the list up. You've been doing the same thing for a while. Change the items and the things on your list. If you haven't meditated, start meditating. If you haven't started doing, a journaling, do some journaling. But change the items on your list. Shift it up a little bit and see if you can make some changes. Also change the time of day. I've actually started working out in the evenings instead of the mornings, and I'm finding I'm getting a massive, change to the workouts that I'm doing here at the house. It was just a little more difficult to stay motivated in the morning because I'm doing it by myself and nobody else around. But, change the time of day might give you a whole new increase. And the other thing is just add something new. Create and add something new to your daily routine list. So your daily routine, creating a new routine, is the first idea. The second one is I truly believe it's important for you to set some type of physical or fitness target. Because just like training for a marathon or for deadlines at work or whatever else, targets or milestones keep you consistent when you need to stay consistent. So create a target. Find out what that is. Is it losing some weight? Is it, getting more consistent with cardio? Is it finding a way to increase your muscle strength or endurance? And it might even simply be, doing fitness consistently, but set a actual destination milestone target. And then that also these targets give you a timeline that will help you stay consistent over time. And you can create a plan to do it. So if you have a milestone or a target, you can create a plan to get you there, and it'll keep you consistent. And that's a big one, I think, for helping you during this time. The third suggestion I have is nutrition. I believe sincerely you should create a nutrition plan. You need to actually have a plan. Food should be something, and nutrition and supplements should be something that you do with intent, with specific intent. So when you have a plan, and the reason I believe this is because let's remember, your mind is your brain affects your thoughts, which affect your life. Your brain needs to be filled with the nutrients, whether it's water, nutrition, things like that will help you to focus at your optimum level. Your body and your brain are the tool and the vehicle you're going to use to get where you need to be. And if you're not feeding it the right nutritions, you're going to have a major problem. Nothing could be more convenient for you right now to create a nutrition plan than the situation you're in, where you have a little bit less time out and about. You're not out eating, at restaurants and things like that. Sure, you might be door dashing a bunch, but the bottom line is you can create a specific plan for your nutrition and really look at what your macros are. What is the fats and proteins and carbs that you're bringing in? Create a plan. This is a great opportunity for you to do that. And another thing you can do is work on meal prep. This is a great time for you to be able to meal prep. What I'll do is on a Sunday or Monday, I'll cook, a bunch of chicken or a bunch of steak or whatever it is that you're wanting to have for your meals ahead of time and breaking it up. So let's spend less time thinking about what we're going to eat and more time just following a plan that's going to optimally, fit our body, our brains, our vehicles that we need to be able to get where we need to be. So what do we have so far? We've got a new daily routine, we've got a fitness target or milestone, and we've got a nutrition plan. Now let's talk about some other key areas. The fourth thing I wanted to talk about is social media blocking. Now listen, I know that when you have more time on your hands, more idle time, you spend it filling it in with things like social media. What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to look at your screen time for your social media and at a minimum, be monitoring the amount of time you're spending on social media. When you monitor your time more often and you focus on it, you'll change it. And I'd like to also suggest that you limit your screen time. So by monitoring your screen time, whether it's your phone or social media, and then limiting that screen time, I think it'll make a major change for you to focus on more important things. And another note I would add, don't use this time to surf your news feed. If you're randomly searching your news feed without a specific reason, then you're wasting your time. You need to, sure, you've got to follow up on notifications. You got to follow up on comments or things that are happening to friends, family, and business associates or things related to your business. But if you're surfing your news feed, you're absolutely wasting your time. That's just idle time. And if you're going to do it, at least cut it back. And so social media blocking and social media monitoring is a real big suggestion that I would have for you. Number 4. Number 5, and this is the last of 5 suggestions in your personal development, I'd like to suggest you learn a new skill or something related to a hobby or skill. But I'd like to direct you more on the idea of what would contribute to your overall plan. So maybe there's something like learning to do design or learning to be able to write a post on on your WordPress site, or maybe learning to place an ad on Facebook, or learning to use tools like whether it's creative, copywriting, sales, communication, reposting techniques. Find a skill that you feel like fits within your unique abilities, something that you're going to enjoy doing, and learn something new outside your normal routine. Maybe this is something you've been paying somebody to do in the past that you can do yourself, and you can save yourself money, but it'll also give you some context to have much more achievement in that area. It might be a language. It might be a musical instrument. It might be something like that. So the last suggestion I have is maybe find something you've always wanted to do and you haven't done it. something that you want to do that you just haven't taken the time to do, like learn an instrument or learn to sing or things like that. But I'd use this time to learn a new skill, which will make you that much more productive, that much more happy, fulfilled, and focused. So learning a new skill is my last suggestion. So just as a review here, today on Monday, we're talking about areas that you can do to, totally unleash your potential. And in the area of personal development, I would say a new daily routine, setting a fitness target or goal, creating a nutrition plan, social media monitoring or blocking, and then learning a new skill. Those are the 5 areas that I wanted to share with you that might be good for you to consider. Tomorrow, I'm going to share with you ideas, 5 killer business ideas, things you can do in your business to truly unleash your potential. So that's my message for today. I'd like to encourage you to share this episode with anyone that you know. Help me make a difference. Let's have more and more people a part of our community. And if you haven't downloaded the Daily Mastermind mobile app, go to iTunes or Google Music and download that. And that'll give you a whole bunch of other resources like affirmations, meditations, motivation, and different things that we've got on that. So that's my message for today. I'm glad you're with me. I'm looking forward to talking with you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on these killer ideas to unleash your potential. My name is George Wright III. And this has been the Daily Mastermind. Have an amazing day.